Novak Djokovic was not built by talent alone. The talent was there. But talent does not explain a boy training while his country was falling apart. It does not explain a family taking expensive loans to keep a dream alive with no guarantee. It does not explain a child arriving at practice with his bag organized like a professional. It does not explain years of repetition, adaptation, and pressure. The truth is harder. Djokovic was not shaped by suffering. Many people suffer and break. He was shaped by the way he responded to suffering. And that is the lesson. Hardship does not build you. Your response to hardship builds you. Everyone sees the champion. The elastic body. The impossible return. The calm in the fifth set. The cold stare in the moments when most players would begin to collapse. Everyone sees Novak Djokovic lifting trophies. But almost nobody sees the boy before the trophies. Before the great stadiums. Before the cameras. Before the money. Before the world knew his name. There was a child growing up in an unstable country. There was a family working every day to keep a dream alive. There was a coach who saw something rare. There were silent hours of repetition. There was economic crisis. There was difficulty traveling. There were bombings. There was uncertainty. And there was a choice. To continue. That is the part that matters to hard gains. Not because suffering is beautiful. Not because hardship is automatically good. But because Djokovic's story reveals a simple truth. Hardship does not build anyone by itself. Many people go through hardship and come out worse. More bitter. Weaker. More resentful. More broken. Hardship only becomes strength when it meets direction. Discipline. Responsibility. Long-term thinking. What shapes a person is not only what happens to them. It is the response they give. And perhaps few modern athletes show this better than Novak Djokovic. When we look at a great athlete, there is a temptation. The temptation to believe he was always that person. As if the champion was born a champion. As if a strong mind came ready-made. As if discipline were genetic. As if some people were simply made from different material. But this is a lazy way to look at success. Because when we say someone was born ready, we stop studying the process. And the process is where the lesson lies. Djokovic had talent. That is obvious. But talent is only potential. Talent is a door. It is not the path. The path is repetition. Adjustment. Pressure. Mistakes. Correction. Coming back the next day. Continuing when the reward is still far away. The public sees the victory. But it does not see the child who trained as if practice was work. The public sees the champion controlling pressure. But it does not see the years in which he learned not to waste a single minute on court. The public sees the finished player. But it does not see the construction. And that construction began long before the titles. It began at home. Novak Djokovic was born in Belgrade in 1987. But an important part of his childhood took place in Kobanik, a mountain in Serbia. His parents worked in a restaurant. The family's life was not a story of luxury. It was work. Routine. Fatigue. Responsibility. The children grew up near the restaurant, near the mountain, near sports, near adults who were working. And when tennis appeared in Novak's life, it did not enter as just another hobby. Little by little, it became a project. And more than that, it became the project of an entire family. This may be one of the most important parts of the story. Because many people like to talk about dreams. But a dream without cost is fantasy. Djokovic's dream had a cost. A cost in time. A cost in money. A cost in energy. A cost emotionally. A cost for the whole family. His parents had to work. They had to care for their children. They had to keep the restaurant alive. They had to deal with the country in crisis. And still, they tried to create the conditions for that boy to have a chance. Not a guarantee. A chance. That is the essence of low time preference. You sacrifice something in the present for a future that does not exist yet. You pay the price before the reward. You invest before you know if it will work. The Djokovic family did not know if Novak would become world number one. They did not know if all that effort would come back as victory. They did not know if the loans, the trips, the training, and the sacrifices would be worth it. But there was direction. And direction changes the meaning of hardship. Without direction, sacrifice feels like loss. With direction, sacrifice becomes construction. This is one of the first lessons of his story. Long-term thinking is not a slogan. Long-term thinking is not a beautiful phrase. It is organizing your life around something that has not happened yet. It is acting today for a future version nobody else can see. It is making difficult choices when it would be more comfortable to live only for the present. And in Djokovic's case, this pattern began before he was old enough to fully understand the size of the path. His family saw it first. Then came the coach who would help shape the talent. Jelena Jenčić was not just a tennis coach. She was an educator. When she saw Novak as a child, she noticed talent. But talent was not enough. She did not simply want to teach a boy how to hit a ball. She wanted to form a complete player. Attention, posture, organization, concentration, visualization, behavior, culture, respect for practice, respect for the game, respect for the process. There is a small scene from his childhood that says a lot. Novak arrived early for practice. His bag was organized. Racket, towel, water, banana, everything in its place. That could seem like a detail. But details reveal patterns. A child who arrives prepared is saying something before practice even begins. He is saying, "I take this seriously," and when someone asked if his mother had prepared the bag for him, the logic was simple. He wanted to be the tennis player, not his mother. This is a small scene. But hard gains lives in small scenes. Because life does not change only in big moments. Life changes when a person begins to act like someone who respects his own future. Before the title, there is the standard. Before fame, there is preparation. Before confidence, there is daily evidence. Jelena saw that Novak did not just want to play. He wanted to learn. He asked questions. He observed. He listened. He repeated. He tried to understand. And when he did not understand, he asked again. That is rare. Many people want to win. Few people want to be corrected. Many people want the result. Few people respect practice. Many people like the idea of greatness. Few people accept the monotony that creates greatness. And it was there, in that beginning, that Djokovic started building something greater than technique. He started building identity. Not an identity based on words. An identity based on evidence. Practice after practice. Ball after ball. Correction after correction. Jelena worked on movement, strokes, concentration, legs, mind, reading the ball. But perhaps the most important lesson was something else. She taught him that tennis demanded total presence. You could not waste practice. You could not be physically on the court while mentally somewhere else. Practice was the place where the future was being built. And the person who understands this early has an advantage. Because most people waste the exact period when they should be forming themselves. They waste the class. They waste the practice. They waste their youth. They waste small commitments. They waste opportunities because those opportunities do not look important yet. But the future is almost always created when nobody is watching. Djokovic's childhood did not happen in a perfect environment. Serbia in the 1990s went through war, sanctions, economic crisis, inflation, and isolation. For a family trying to develop a tennis player, this was brutal. Tennis is expensive. Travel is expensive. Equipment costs money. Tournaments require structure. And the Djokovic family did not have a ready-made system helping them. There was difficulty getting money. Difficulty traveling. Difficulty with visas. Difficulty finding support. At many moments, they had to improvise. Ask for help. Take loans. Accept risk. And keep going anyway. There is an important lesson here. Many people wait for the ideal environment before they begin. They wait until there is extra money. They wait until there is extra time. They wait for support. They wait for structure. They wait until life is organized. But for most people, the ideal environment never arrives. Or it arrives too late. Real life is imperfect. And the question is not whether you have perfect conditions. The question is, what standard can you maintain inside the conditions you have? The Djokovic family did not wait for the world to make things easier. They pushed the path forward. With fear. With doubt. With cost. But with direction. And then came 1999. The NATO bombings. For weeks, sirens became part of the routine. There was fear. There was uncertainty. There was destruction. For a child, this is not international politics. It is noise. It is tension. It is the feeling that the adult world has lost control. And this is where the story becomes stronger. Because when the external world went out of control, the family returned to what they could still control. The routine. The training. The tennis. The preparation. Not because it was easy. Not because there was no fear. Not because that reality was normal. But because stopping completely would mean handing everything over to chaos. They did not control the bombs. They did not control politics. They did not control sanctions. They did not control the economy. They did not control how the world saw Serbia. But there was still something that could be preserved. The standard. The discipline. The next practice. That is agency. Agency is not controlling everything. That is fantasy. Agency is recognizing the part that still belongs to you. Your response. Your conduct. Your decision. Your next step. When the environment is unstable, the internal standard must become stronger. If you only act when everything is easy, you do not have discipline. You have convenience. If you only train when you are motivated, you do not have commitment. You have a mood. If you only save money when there is plenty left over, you do not have a plan. You have luck. If you only study when you feel inspired, you are not building knowledge. You are waiting for a feeling. Djokovic's life shows something else. Do not wait for the world to become perfect before you start building yourself. Start with what you can still control. After the bombings came a difficult decision. Novak was still very young when he went to Niki Pilik's academy near Munich. 12.5 years old. An age when many children barely understand the size of the world. For his mother, it was painful. For the family, it was expensive. For the boy, it was a rupture. Leaving home early. Being away from family. Entering a more demanding environment. Training with better players. Being watched by a legendary coach. None of this was comfortable. But growth is rarely comfortable. And when Djokovic arrived at the academy, he did not find magic. He found work. 2 practices a day. Fundamentals. Serve. Volley. Movement. Physical preparation. The wall. Corrections. Routine. Repetition. More repetition. The kind of repetition the modern world tries to avoid. Today, people want results without monotony. They want a body without repeated training. They want money without patience. They want skill without study. They want confidence without keeping promises. They want freedom without discipline. But the real world does not work like that. What looks like genius from the outside is often repetition accumulated for years. And repetition only works when there is attention. Djokovic did not repeat just to get tired. He learned. He observed. He adjusted. He tried again. This may be one of his greatest traits. He was teachable. That matters more than it seems. Because ego is one of the greatest enemies of evolution. Ego does not want correction. Ego wants protection. Ego wants to preserve the current image. But improvement demands the opposite. It demands accepting that something in you is not ready yet. It demands listening. It demands adjustment. It demands abandoning an older version of yourself. This is a brutal point. The person you are today may not be capable of reaching the future you want. So something has to change. An excuse. A habit. A weakness. A way of thinking. A comfortable identity. That is the part almost nobody wants to pay. But it is the price of construction. Djokovic paid that price early. And he kept paying it even after he was already good. There is a trap inside success. A person starts winning and begins to believe he has arrived. That he already knows. That he no longer needs to change. That the old method will always be enough. But past success can become a prison. What brought you here may not take you to the next level. Djokovic did not build a career only by enduring difficulty. He built a career by adapting. He changed his training. He changed technical details. He changed physical preparation. He changed mental aspects. He changed his diet. He changed routines. He accepted the search for answers. He accepted testing new paths. He accepted that there were still things to correct. That is long-term thinking. Because long-term thinking is not just persistence. Sometimes, persisting in the wrong way is only stubbornness. Long-term thinking means staying committed to the objective while being willing to change the method. That is a huge difference. An immature person changes the objective every time difficulty appears. A serious person keeps the objective and adjusts the path. And Djokovic did this again and again. He did not remain trapped in the identity of "I am already good." He did not remain trapped in the idea that talent was enough. He did not remain trapped in the previous version of himself. He kept searching for the next improvement. And this is one of the reasons why his story is so powerful for hard gains. Because lasting greatness is not born only from intensity. It is born from disciplined adaptation over time. The world changes. The body changes. The opponents change. The game changes. The problems change. And whoever does not change begins to lose to reality. This is true in sports. It is true in business. It is true with money. It is true with health. It is true in life. Many people do not fail because they lack talent. They fail because they identify too deeply with their own habits. I am just like this. I have always been like this. This is just who I am. Sometimes that is not personality. It is attachment. It is fear of going through the friction of becoming someone else. Now we arrive at the main point. You do not need to be Novak Djokovic. You do not need to play tennis. You do not need to win Grand Slams. You do not need to have his life. That is not the purpose of this video. The purpose is to understand the principle. His story shows 4 things. First, hardship needs direction. Without direction, hardship becomes only pain. With direction, it can become training. Second, talent needs repetition. Without repetition, talent spreads out and disappears. With repetition, talent takes form. Third, discipline needs responsibility. It is not enough to have someone pushing you. At some point, you must take ownership of your own standard. Arrive prepared. Keep your word. Do what needs to be done. Fourth, resilience needs adaptation. Continuing matters. But continuing to learn matters even more. This is the mechanism. Direction. Repetition. Responsibility. Adaptation. This is how friction becomes capability. And now the question is yours. What friction already exists in your life? Maybe it is lack of money. Maybe it is lack of time. Maybe it is a weak body. Maybe it is fatigue. Maybe it is anxiety. Maybe it is addiction to distraction. Maybe it is a disorganized routine. Maybe it is a difficult business. Maybe it is a family that depends on you. Maybe it is the feeling that the world is not giving you ideal conditions. Most people look at this and see only obstacles. But the hard gains question is different. How can this become training? Little money can train control. Little time can train priorities. Fatigue can train routine. Distraction can train focus. Temptation can train self-control. Fear can train courage. Responsibility can train maturity. Not because hardship is good in itself, but because you can choose not to waste it. That is the point. Do not search for artificial suffering just to look strong. Do not turn pain into your identity. Do not romanticize a difficult life. But also, do not throw away the friction that is already in front of you. Use it. Choose one voluntary difficulty. Train when you do not feel like it. Read when you would rather scroll. Save when you want to consume. Eat better when your impulse asks for sugar. Keep one small promise. Take the walk, study the skill. Ask for feedback. Correct the method. Do it again tomorrow. Not because one action changes everything, but because repeated actions change the person who acts. The path creates the person. The central phrase of this video is simple. Hardship does not build you. Your response to hardship builds you. 2 people can face the same crisis. One comes out resentful. The other comes out more responsible. 2 people can grow up with little money. One learns envy. The other learns discipline. 2 people can be rejected. One quits. The other improves. 2 people can feel fear. One runs, the other trains courage. The event matters. But the response matters too. And this is what the modern world tries to forget. Today, we are trained to explain everything through the environment. The system. The economy. Politics. Childhood. Other people. And yes, all of that matters. The environment matters. The system matters. The economy matters. Personal history matters. Initial conditions matter. But they are not the whole story. There is always a part of life that still demands a response. That part is yours. That part is agency. It is not total control. It is not fantasy. It is not pretending that anyone can do anything. It is something simpler and harder. It is recognizing that Even in an imperfect world, you are still responsible for the standard you accept from yourself. Djokovic did not control the country he grew up in. He did not control the crisis. He did not control the bombings. He did not control the lack of support. He did not control who believed in him. But he controlled his response. And over time, that response became capability. That is the lesson. The world does not need to be ready for you to begin. Motivation does not need to appear. The conditions do not need to be perfect. You begin with what you control. One practice. One choice. One promise. One repetition. One correction. One sacrifice. One day. Then another. Then another. And little by little, what looked like mere difficulty begins to take form. Not magic. Form. Strength. Self-control. Competence. Freedom. This is the hard gains path. It is not the easy path. The easy path is waiting. Waiting for time. Waiting for money. Waiting for support. Waiting for the world to improve. Waiting for life to become comfortable. But comfort rarely creates capable people. Friction does. Repetition does. Discipline does. Responsibility does. Long-term thinking does. And when these things meet, even a difficult life can become raw material for something greater. Not because hardship is good, but because you decided not to be destroyed by it. You decided to respond. You decided to build. You decided to continue. Hard gains. Reclaim your agency.